going on? Back again for another episode. My name is Jeremiah.
Hello, John.
And this is the Heated Podcast. Remember to like, comment, subscribe here on YouTube. Follow us on all your favorite platforms or unfavorite platforms. Share, all that. All your social medias, and make sure you continue to grow with us as we grow with you. I know it's been a minute. It's the catch up. We coming back. And I got a special announcement before we get anything started. Make sure you brush your teeth. I got to put that out there. I know it's been a minute. It's been a while. But if you're watching this and you're hearing the sound of my voice, whether you're watching, listening, smelling, whatever, brush your teeth, floss your teeth, mouthwash, all that. You probably watching this at 6 a.m. in the morning. Don't know why you watching it. Brush your teeth. You might be going to get that bagel, and it's 12 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
All right.
Brush your teeth.
Mouthwash, gargle,
all that.
floss,
I had to put that out there.
double wash.
I had to put that out there.
In and out.
I had to put that out there for all my people out there. But I'm glad y'all still rocking with us, like I always say.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Yes.
But getting right into the sports world, getting to the sports news. Obviously, LeBron James. That guy.
Yeah, his number one fan right here, everyone.
Mr.
His number one fan. And we know. Clap it up. And we know.
I ain't gonna do that. But LeBron, he recently was eliminated from the playoffs. By the time y'all seeing this, he was eliminated from the playoffs by the Denver Nuggets for the second year in a row.
Yeah.
Damn near swept, but we know what that was about.
5 games though.
Pretty much.
Got one in.
Pretty much, it seems like he was hinting that it was the end of a possible era, it was the end of a run. You had reporters asking him questions like, is this his last season? Is this his last run? I wanted to know, John, and sir, if you wanted to even comment,
sir,
do you think this is LeBron's last season in the NBA? I'll start off by saying, no, I don't think it's his last season. Do I think he should retire? Hell yeah, he should have retired 5 seasons ago.
Yeah.
But that's another conversation for another day.
Still would have been great.
I'm not here to comment on what. It's not about what I want. It's about what's reality. And what's reality, he's not going to retire because he wants to play with his son. He wants the attention. He wants the lights, which is a shame because he's had the lights since he was 16 years old. That's very narcissistic, but that's another conversation for another day.
Okay.
End of the day, do I think LeBron will retire this season? No. He has, I give him, if I had to predict, maybe 2 to 3 more seasons left. But that's just my opinion. I think this is not his last season. How about you?
How old is LeBron?
He about to be 40 next season.
40 next season. How old is his son?
I thought he was already 40.
If he wants to play with his son, no. Because by the time his son is old enough to even get into the league, LeBron going to be he already old to be playing right now, but he going to be way too old to be playing at that point.
Facts.
I think he needs to just wrap it up sooner rather than later.
Mm-hmm.
Do I believe LeBron should retire?
Oh, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You think you're funny? You turn it off. Turn it off.
I don't know where that came from. No. I don't know where that came from. But What do you think? What do you think, John? Do you think this is his last season, or does he have more in the tank?
Do I think it's his last season?
In that old tank.
Hold on.
That 1986, 1965 Chevy with holes and bullets.
All right.
You're
dragging it.
I was asking a
Now,
question.
do I believe it's his last season? Absolutely not. I do feel like he has at least 2 more. Because, goddamn, he's not really slowing down. And we never seen someone play at this type of level at this age. So we can all agree on that.
What level is that?
An all-star level.
Okay.
That's typical all-star level.
All right.
We can say that.
Okay.
Dude, am I lying? All right, now.
But what's the opposite of the truth?
He wants attention, ladies.
I'm just saying,
He wants attention.
This is your moment, bro.
This is your moment. He want to give me
This is your moment.
This is your moment. I was cool.
Hey,
he didn't say nothing.
Hey,
he want to get something started.
This is your moment, man. This is your moment.
I was just answering the question.
This is your moment.
I was answering the question.
Yeah,
I'm not the bad guy.
Got to correct it.
I'm just saying.
Got to correct it.
But I feel like he definitely came off like a pretty good season. He did average 25. I believe he averaged like 25, 5 and 5.
Yeah.
That's still a pretty all-star caliber player. Would you not agree? Am I lying? So yeah, I feel like until he gets to that point of his life when he keeps constantly, that's what drives people to retire. Really, It's the injuries. They get more fatigue, which I mean, definitely LeBron has definitely slowed down, like, speed wise and fatigue, like staying like on the court like that. He can only do so much. He's getting older. He's damn near old. He's the oldest player in the NBA.
Yeah.
Well, next to Chris Paul. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
No, he older than CP, I think.
He older. Oh, I thought they were the same age, damn near.
No, he older than CP.
But a couple of months.
Shady acres, man. Shady acres.
Crazy.
Telling
They
you.
got drafted, like, that's crazy.
It's different.
But yeah, I mean, coming off the season he just had, he's still playing pretty good. And I mean, I feel like LeBron, one day he's gonna come off the bench and he's gonna win $6 million a year just to cap off the rest of his career. I mean, which is pretty good. It's a pretty good end way to end the career, really.
Right.
Win the $6 million a year. I mean, come on now.
$6 million a year.
I mean, damn.
That's another.
That's
Yep.
goddamn.
All right, you just talking nonsense.
Off the bench?
At this point.
Just average
Um,
playing. You know how many minutes he be playing?
Why would he play $6 million a year, John?
20 minutes. If you take
To have
20 minutes
another
off,
accomplishment over Jordan? That's what you're saying?
I mean, goddamn. You said Jordan. I was gonna say
that's
like
what
almost.
that's what LeBron
I
Sex
would
was
say
always comparing to. Was
no,
Jordan
I'm not comparing him to Jordan. I compare him
and
to
Kobe
the rest.
for some
I
reason.
compare him to the rest of everyone that played in the league.
Right.
So yeah, he's that cold. So
Mm.
I think he got 2 more, like 1 or 2 more. And I mean,
Okay.
Bronny, to me, Bronny, he want to play with his son. I think Bronny needs 1 more year though. But I mean, if you want to try out and get a contract and maybe get ready, hey, go ahead, bro.
I wouldn't do
If
that.
LeBron got the strings to make that happen, go crazy. But I mean, I just don't
Nepotism
see
at its
it.
finest, man. Nepotism at its
We're breaking
finest.
generational curses over here, so I don't see what the problem is. White people been doing this to us for years. So what's the problem? So
So that
with
means
that
go do
being
the
said,
exact same thing.
yes,
That's a damn shame,
no one man should have all that power, but he got it. So
man. Quote
Shout out-
Kanye lyrics.
shout out to Kanye.
Shaking my head. Anyway, just remember.
Ain't no party like a Diddy party, so
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
that's
Hey,
You're
you know about them Diddy
You're
parties. But,
disgusting.
moving on in other sports news. Recently there was a mega fight between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. It was
Mega fight.
It was a mega fight. Based off the numbers, it was a mega fight. There was millions of people. Ryan Garcia has millions of followers.
Finessed.
Devin Haney
Ugh.
has a belt at
That's
the
his son.
140-pound division, and he was undisputed at the 135-pound division. It was a lopsided fight, to say the least. Ryan, he was the underdog, and whoever bet on Ryan actually made a killing. I think it was like plus 1,000.
He bet on himself.
Yes, he apparently Ryan. I don't know if it's true, but they saying Ryan bet $2 million on himself. Imagine putting $2 million on plus 1,000. Imagine how much money you just made.
Yep.
The casinos was pissed off, to say the least. That's all I'm gonna say. Because casinos don't get built off of winners' money; they get built off of losers' money. If they win and losing that much money, it's a wrap. People are not gonna be happy. But pretty much, it came out recently that, and it's still being reported in real time. So I'm gonna say right now, we don't have all the facts. The facts are still coming out right now. Even by this episode, it's still coming. By the time after this episode, it's gonna be more facts coming out and more stuff coming out. But I'm gonna say right now, they're saying, I'm talking about VADA testing, and everybody, all the experts are saying that Ryan Garcia was tested positive for ostarine or something like that. It was ostarine and nodulone. I'm probably saying it wrong. Some with ostrich, but he was tested positive for PEDs, performance enhancing drugs, and that was the first test. It's an A sample, it's a B sample. Now Ryan Garcia, he's came out adamantly and said, "This is a setup. This is a witch hunt. This is because Donald Trump. I was hanging with Donald Trump. It's because I exposed the sexual pedos and all that type of stuff." He basically said it's a conspiracy to take him out because that's why they putting this against him, and they don't want to see Ryan exposed them because he has such a big platform. That's what Ryan's saying. I want to know, do you think, based off everything we've been hearing, seeing, do you think Ryan is guilty or not guilty? Who want to go or you want me to go?
I'll just get my take out the way.
Go crazy.
All I would say is this, like, if you're not guilty, the evidence is gonna just show. So okay. So what we doing all this talking for?
He really did make $12 million if he did that. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan made a killing if he really put $2 million up.
That's a lot of money.
It is.
A lot of commas.
But what as you were saying?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, if he's confident that he's that good, I mean, which I believe he is that good, and I mean, they did try to show a comparison with showing like how Ryan was for the Tank fight versus this fight, and you can definitely visibly see the difference.
Yeah, he was weight drained.
And it's just weird how boxers really gotta do all this just to help you lose.
That's why I couldn't.
But,
that's another reason why I had to get out.
Weird behavior.
You can't eat.
But I mean, hey, you gotta get that W. A W is a W. I feel you, but that's not me. As you could definitely see in that picture versus in this fight, he definitely looked more healthier.
He came overweight too.
Yeah, he was like 3 pounds over, right?
Yeah, he was 3 pounds over, but the night of the fight, he was weighing like 160, 170. Because he's almost 6 feet tall, so he probably weighed way more than that.
I thought he was shorter than that, honestly.
He's like 5'10" and a half.
That's why on videos it be looking like he 5'7".
No, he 5'10" and a half. So he really supposed to be fighting at a higher weight, but it makes sense.
But I mean, okay, that's what he got the title for a reason.
He don't got the
I
title.
mean, not the title. I mean, I'm just talking about like he be calling himself like King Ryan or something, like whatever.
That's social media.
But hey, what he just did, in that fight was definitely, I can see why. Because like even in the NBA, when players drop like 60 or 50 or 70, they automatically get drug tested.
Yeah.
So whooping on what he did to, I don't say he messed that man up. He messed him up. Like Haney, like I ain't see that coming because Haney, he just came off winning like a fight, didn't he? Not too long ago.
Yeah, he was the undisputed champion. Then he just recently won the 140-pound belt, and he just beat Lomachenko, who is considered like one of the goats of boxing. Like if you know about anything about Lomachenko, he's that guy. He was that guy in his heyday. He was like a computer. Can't nobody move like him, and he beat him, and that was a conspiracy. So
yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It kind of makes sense that they'll go at Ryan and be like,
So you think he's guilty or he's not?
I don't think he's guilty.
That's what I'm like. You just saying a bunch of something.
I mean, this is what
think
you
he's
this is what
guilty
you
or
do.
not?
This is what you do. I'm
No,
just copying.
I state my claim first.
Feed off your energy. It's just what you. This is your words. Yeah.
So you think he's guilty or he's not guilty?
I don't think he's guilty. I think he's kind of.
You think he's innocent?
I think he's innocent.
Okay, we got one innocent. What you think?
I don't know too much about the, about the situation.
Put me on the spot, for.
I don't know. I don't think he sound guilty to me. I don't know.
Okay, you know what he looks like?
I heard his name. I don't know what he looks
Hey, can
like.
we pull up a picture of Ryan Garcia? Sometimes a picture could tell 1,000 words.
Wow.
I don't want to stereotype somebody, but sometimes when you just look at somebody, you're like, yeah, that guy,
Yeah, it sounds pretty stereotypical.
he's a cheater. Like, you ever seen a person's face, like, he look like he steals cakes, like he steals donuts?
Imagine. A cake thief.
Hold on, where we at? Where we at with it?
A muffin.
You ain't never seen a certain person and think like they just be stealing
I know damn cakes for sure.
certain women. That's Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, he did it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Ain't no way, boy.
All right. So we got one guilty. We got one not guilty. Let me give my take on it. I think Ryan Garcia, based on everything I'm seeing, I'm kind of in the middle right now. But I'm leaning towards guilty. I'm leaning towards guilty. I'm not gonna say he's just definitively guilty. I'm leaning towards it. I'm not gonna just say bang the gavel. Or I'm not gonna bang the gavel and say he's innocent. Because for one, he came out and tried to say the reason that he had that in his system, those 2 performance enhancing drugs, because they keep trying to promote one drug, which is that's one red flag. For one, why are you trying to deflect and just focus? When somebody starts focusing on one thing, you got done talking about a bunch of other things. Wait, why are you focusing on that one thing for?
Cause not to cut you off real quick.
Go ahead, talk.
But I remember, I heard that in the first plan that they was testing for other drugs, and all the other drugs was like possible, like he could have like been okay with, but there was this one, like the Austrian was the one that was looking for, and that's the one.
You ain't supposed to be taking no performance enhancing drug.
I agree.
Period.
I agree.
If it's considered a steroid, you ain't supposed to take it. And they said it wasn't just the Austrian, which is everybody is promoting. And from what I'm hearing about this Ostratine or whatever, however you say it, they're saying that's like a strengthening type of drug. So I guess it takes effect within 1 week. And you can get it like builds muscle. It helps you with your strength and everything like that, which is weird why he would take it. So let me say this: if he is guilty of this, he's an idiot and he's a piece of trash. There's no other way to cut that.
Yeah.
If he really did do this, he's an idiot. For one, they testing you the entire fight. They testing you multiple times, and then for some reason, the day before the fight and the day of the fight, you want to take some drug. Like
that's why you're trying to say it makes sense for him to be overweight that day.
Yeah, and then he's overweight. So now you're building up Devin Haney's claim to say, well, this dude's a cheater.
Yeah.
Because what you already came overweight, and now you're allegedly taking this. It doesn't look good for you. But then I can be objective and look from Ryan's side and say, wait a second, it doesn't make sense for him to take this. Like, why would he was speaking out about, children being harmed and sexually assaulted and things like that. He was speaking about that, which he did sound crazy, which could also go to the other side where they say, see, look how he's acting. He talks about he has mental health problems, right? That's what he was promoting. He was saying, I have mental health problems. I go through depression. I go through anxiety and all this type of stuff. Mental health, drugs. What usually happens when you have those two? People go crazy.
Yeah.
You would think, okay, wait, he already has these mental health problems and then he's taking these drugs. Maybe that's why he was acting crazy. You can find this all out. It's all out there. This guy was losing his mind.
Yeah.
I'm talking about screaming, twitching, like biting his bottom lip. Like it was weird. Like you thought something was really wrong with him. So I could see both angles. I could see both sides. Ultimately, like I said, if he did do this, he's an idiot and he's a piece of trash and he should be kicked out of boxing because people are putting their lives on the line. You can't play games like that. Boxing is something you don't play at the end of the day. And I can't respect it if he really did do that. So I'm gonna say I'm leaning towards guilty, but I can't definitively say he's guilty. I'm just gonna stay right in the middle. Okay? We good on this one?
Neutral.
We good on this one?
Lukewarm.
All right, moving on to other sports news. Obviously, like as we touched on earlier with the playoffs and things, the NBA and things like that, you have the playoffs continuing. It's getting more and more competitive. It's getting more and more competitive every single series, every single round.
Yep.
You got teams, upsets, things like that. That my Heat. Let's take a moment of silence for my Heat. The devil? Take a moment of silence for my Heat. All right, yeah. The Heat, we came. We tried. We were injured. It was an infirmary at the end of the day. It was bad for us. But now that the Heat are out of the playoffs, I've kind of lost interest in what's going on. But I have to still be. I'm just being honest. I have to still be. Watching these games.
He don't want to watch the rest of the.
I don't even want to watch it no
the playoffs no more.
I'm watching it because I got to give a report to the people that want to hear.
Else.
So I want to know who do you got coming. Who do you got in the finals out of the East and West? Who do you got?
Just like that, we just skip to the. We gonna say second round.
We don't know what's going on in the second. The second round is still being panned out as we speak right now. So we can't say that.
Wait, who played today?
By the time they see this episode, the second round might be figured out. But as we speak, the second round is not completely panned out. So who do you got going to the NBA Finals? I'm gonna say right now.
Okay.
I got from the East. I want to say the Celtics, but the Celtics are goofy. So.
I don't know, man.
They goofy.
The way they just did y'all the other day.
Well, we was in an infirmary, and they still lost the game, which is sad. They should have dominated us more if it was that bad. We had no players on our team. All our players was it was bad. It was bad. So, okay, good. You pull up the playoff bracket, too. Perfect. I can't see that at all, but I'm going to say, I'm going to go with the, who the Celtics play? I can't even see that.
I think they played, I'm looking at the Magic.
Oh. You know what? I'm gonna go over them. The Pacers going. The Pacers are gonna beat the Knicks. They're gonna beat the Knicks and they're gonna beat the Celtics. Because not because of just one player, but because they play as a team, in my opinion. They play as a team, they play as a unit. Tyrese Halliburton, Pascal Siakam is really balling. He's really impressing me a lot. I think he was not playing like this in Toronto, but he's really playing. He stepped up and he's doing his thing. You got Miles Turner, of course. They're just as deep as the Celtics. Plus, they don't just rely on threes. The Celtics rely strictly on threes, which is why I think they're not going to make it. So I'm going to say the Pacers from the East, and then from the West, I'm going to say the Nuggets. That's who I got. I got the Pacers and Nuggets finals with the Nuggets obviously winning at the end. Who do you got going to the finals based off of these brackets?
I say Celtics versus Nuggets.
Celtics versus Nuggets?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like this is their year. Jason Tatum been tired of y'all getting. He was tired of the Heat because y'all was whooping them. I ain't gonna lie, y'all did own them for a minute.
Yeah, we was.
Y'all was making that. No. But y'all surprised me. How many times y'all beat them? I'm like, damn.
Every year.
How y'all still like choking like this? But that's what I'm saying. The fact that the fact he won like at least one game because then y'all get swept. The year before that, like
You didn't get swept the year before that.
no, the year before that,
Maybe in 2019 when we wasn't healthy again.
right? But
But continue.
I got swept before.
The
But
Bulls not even in the playoffs. Continue.
y'all out the playoffs.
So you got the Celtics and the Nuggets, right?
Yeah, because I know that conference finals is gonna be between the Knicks and the Celtics for sure. It's gonna be battle in New York. I can see that. That's a good story mode. That's a good story.
Right. Okay. Who you got? Who you got? I know you don't know nothing, but who you got?
I don't even. What y'all said, whatever y'all said. I got that.
All right. Cool. In other sports news, this just came hot off the presses. I could have stuck with it a little bit, but I wanted to spread it out. Darvin Ham, coach of the Lakers, recently was announced that he got fired.
Recently announced that he got fired.
Yeah, he got fired. It was announced on ESPN. He got fired.
It wasn't just him.
He got fired.
It's the whole coaching staff.
He's the main guy. We're talking about Darvin Ham. We're not talking about the ball boy. We're not talking about the guy with his waters. We're not talking about the guy that just looks there just to get a job.
No, Phil Handy was in there.
Phil Handy is going to get a job regardless. He's Phil Handy. If you're a trainer like that, you got a job regardless.
Yeah, I agree.
Ultimately, the buck stops at the coach.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
He didn't miss that. He missed to keep your hands in your pocket. I don't know what I'm doing. He admitted that.
Listen.
He admitted that.
I just want to know.
We knew it.
What was your reaction to the firing? Do you agree with the firing? And what do you think about it?
This is sarcasm.
What?
This is a sarcastic question.
Do you agree with the firing?
This is a rhetorical question.
What was your reaction to it? Do you agree with it? Yes or no? How is it rhetorical?
I think everyone and their mother can agree.
Agreed to what?
That Darvin Ham was the worst coach of all time.
I beg your pardon.
And why did he have a job? Don't know why. Don't know how he kept this long. Still don't know how he finessed it. Why was he here? Why was his name considered? His last name is Ham. It's a lot that I could say, really. Like, he's walking around. I never really heard him talk, really. That's another thing. I never really heard him talk. I think I only heard him once, but maybe I was tweaking. Because I felt like he kind of, I thought he sounded like Doc Rivers at first, but maybe I was tweaking. I don't know.
Don't nobody sound like Doc Rivers,
That's
Cookie Monster.
I don't know.
Said.
That's what I'm saying.
Who sound like Doc Rivers?
Hey,
Who?
I mean,
you ever heard Doc Rivers before?
Yes.
They can't be.
You know what he sound like?
Yeah.
Don't nobody sound like Doc Rivers.
But yeah, it's Darvin Ham. The fact that that's what makes him so terrible that they had to get rid of the whole coaching staff. Like, you was so ass as a coach. You had to get rid of the whole staff? Phil Handy? That's Kyrie's coach.
Damn.
Like, what we talking here? Did he deserve to get fired? He should have got fired after the first season. He should have got fired after, like, the first couple of months, really, because you knew what it was. You knew what it was. You knew what it was. Because, please, don't act like this. We've seen this.
Can I get in this, or you obviously you already know what you want to do?
He lost his job for a reason because he couldn't handle it and he didn't know what he was doing. He didn't know what he was doing.
All right, I'm gonna tag in. Let's go.
It's yeah.
Cool. I think you're 100% wrong. I think you're 1,000% wrrong.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I think I know what you're really doing.
What I'm doing?
You're
what?
Taking the blame off the person that needs to be blamed. You know who that is?
Who?
Oh, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
That's who you need to be blaming. You need to be blaming LeBron.
Yeah.
LeBron is the one that y'all need to be blaming.
39 years old.
Last time I checked, that's the guy that y'all said was the best ever. Last time I checked, that's the guy that's supposed to be the greatest of all time. And every single year he's been there, he's came up short. Every single year, besides a cracker jackass, bubble, pandemic ring, Frosted Flakes championship that don't mean nothing. Y'all hype. I see.
He was in that final. He was in that finals, right?
No.
So what would happen if y'all won?
See, the problem is
exactly.
See, the problem is
you don't want to say nothing.
I knew something was wrong once they gave him that Punch Bowl championship this year.
Yeah, Punch
Bowl. You know, that ashtray championship, the play-in tournament. They literally created. You understand? Listen, I'm gonna educate you, bro. They try to create. This is a guy that he doesn't really know that much about the game.
He told me.
They try to make a new accolade for LeBron every single season.
Right.
The reason they do this is to obviously tear down the main guy that everybody talks about, which is Michael Jordan.
I mean,
So they feel like if they can keep giving this man accolades, keep giving this man awards, he will ultimately be better than LeBron. And I got something to tell you. LeBron sexuals, listen, come on. LeBron sexuals, come on. Come here. No. That's not the case. He will never be better than Michael Jordan.
right.
He would never be better than Kobe Bryant.
He's a fool.
He would never be better than Wilt Chamberlain. He would never be better than Larry Bird.
Right.
He would never be better than Magic Johnson. I can keep going on and on and on.
Yeah.
He's not better than Isaiah Lloyd Thomas IV. He's not better than none of them.
I guess you're not better than Jimmy Butler too either.
Well, we got to speak truth to power. But we're not here to talk about that.
He crazy.
I'm just telling you, that's not all this stuff that they're trying to give him is stuff to boost him up, and it's not working. LeBron has underachieved at his time in LA. If they actually consider retiring this man's jersey, LA should be ashamed of themselves. Dr. Bush would be rolling over his grave to see that happen. At the end of the day, this is another ploy to distract you from the real problem. You got to get rid of LeBron. If you saw the Lakers playing in this playoffs, every time LeBron was off the court, they played better. It's just facts. You can go look up the stats. Go look up the stats. Joke, joke's on you. Go look up the stats. Every single time LeBron was off the court, their production was better. They moved the ball better because guess you know what LeBron does?
What?
LeBron slows the game down because he's a senior citizen. While you got a bunch of other young guys trying to get out and run, LeBron's walking the ball up the court, huffing, puffing, hair falling all over the floor. He's slipping and fall. He doesn't know what he's doing. He can't guard nobody.
So this is a rant on LeBron.
I'm not ranting. I'm just
I
keeping
thought we
it
was talking
real.
about Darvin Ham. That's crazy.
It's all in relation to
You
Mr.
see-
Ham. It's all in relation to Mr. Ham. At the end of the day,
All these shots for what?
you can call it a shot, a
All these
kick,
shots for
whatever.
what?
I don't really care. You can call it a
You
slap
shooting
if
the
you want
wrong
to.
person.
Call it whatever you want. I'm just telling you what it is. This is nothing but a way to distract you from the bigger problem, which is LeBron. LA, the moment you get rid of LeBron, the moment LeBron retires, is the better off your entire franchise will be.
All right.
Ever since he's got there, they trade away all their talent.
So when Kobe,
Lonzo
oh
Ball,
my God.
Brandon
You see,
Ingram,
you gonna make me
Julius Randle,
RP.
all the young talent, Jordan Clarkson. When those guys were playing with LeBron, they couldn't do nothing. Once they got away from him, look at where they at. Rodney Hood, we don't even know where he's at. He doesn't have a career anymore. You don't even know who Rodney Hood is, do you?
Nope.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Rodney Hood was a really good player. As soon as he got with LeBron, he's gone. We don't know where he's at. He's probably playing in Bangkok somewhere. We don't know where this man is at. And guess what? He does the same thing for coaches. See, I can go all around the world and bring it back to the main point. He does the same thing for coaches. No. Let me tell you
That's
something.
a lie.
You an artist, right?
Yes.
Is if your song doesn't go where you want it to go, all right, is it only the producer's fault or is it the artist's fault? Or is it both?
I think it would be the artist's fault if you didn't push it enough, if you didn't promote it enough, and you didn't put in the work to make sure that people hear it. Then,
Right.
yeah, of course, it's not going to do as well as you thought it was.
Yeah. So if a producer makes like the craziest beat, but if the artist, let's say he a rapper, if he ain't putting no good bars on that song, is it the producer's fault or is it the artist's fault?
It would be the artist's fault.
Exactly.
So
So at the end of the day, it's the same thing when it comes to the coach.
Where was
The coach
Darvin
can
Ham?
have the best game plan
Hold on,
for you,
hold on,
but if
hold
this
on,
old
hold on,
ass
hold
nigga
on,
don't
hold
get
on.
up there and do
Hold on,
something,
hold on.
I'm sorry you had to just speak that French. I gotta speak that clear. But if you get up there and you clicking buttons and looking a damn fool,
Look,
you
I
got a shirt
distract
called
you, distract
Dreamville
you.
on, but
I
you
distract
dreaming
you.
for real.
I
You think
distract
LeBron
you.
needs
I
not to get this
distract you.
work.
I
At
distract
the
you.
end of the day,
No.
LeBron
No.
is the problem.
No.
Once you get rid of
No.
LeBron,
No.
your problems go away.
No.
Your franchise
See
is
this
better.
man, he's
Ham
we
should have
talking about
not been
Darvin Ham.
fired.
So Darvin Ham,
Ham should have not been fired.
So Darvin Ham's system was
Period.
working. Darvin Ham's system was working this whole time.
What do you mean?
And Darvin said, because you talking about producer. So producer is the coach.
Pretty much.
So
They're
the
directing where
coach's system, Darvin Ham's system was not working for the team. So that makes it LeBron's fault.
How do you know it was his system that wasn't working for the team? Obviously, when they were winning,
You see.
Ham's the greatest. Ham's the best.
Mhm.
I'm talking about he was the best coach in the league.
Mhm.
When when Vogel was the coach,
They was better with Vogel.
why they fire him though?
I don't know why.
We know why.
No, that was dumb.
Oh, ain't no party like a Diddy party.
No.
So
Yeah, that's what's up.
The problem, I'm telling you, it's the same common denominator.
I mean,
he switches
it still didn't get him nowhere
just
anyway.
how he switches out players, he switches out coaches. It's not the coach.
And they lost with him last year, so it don't even make any difference. They lost with Ham twice.
They lost with Ham playing against the same team. What does that tell you? It's not the coach, fool. A coach is not going to make you beat a certain team.
A coach.
It has to be the players have to play better. If you keep playing the same team 2 years in a row, it's not the coach. It's the players.
So the player has to play better.
The players have to get up and actually put the ball in the hole.
So the coach's system doesn't try to help put the ball in the hole.
I told you have the best system in the world.
Crazy?
But at the end of the day, it's a players' league. No, I'm in my right mind.
Is he crazy?
I ain't Ryan Garcia.
No,
I'm in my right mind.
No, you're not.
I'm in my right mind. I'm not taking EPO like your man.
Ain't my man.
Yeah, your man.
He cool.
At the end of the day, LeBron had a little situation with the illegal substances as well, allegedly.
Right.
Allegedly.
These are allegations
But
because they're not true.
At the end of the day,
so
it doesn't matter. I'm trying to tell you, it doesn't matter what system it is.
So
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
It
matter.
does matter what system.
Because
but guess what? You can have the best system in the world.
Okay.
But guess what? If the players aren't performing, it comes down to them players. Them players have to do it.
So
Kobe would tell you.
So
you have to go make it happen. Shaq would tell you got to go make it happen at the end of the day. The coach can give you the game-winning play, but guess what? If you don't go put that ball in the hole, it don't matter. He can draw up the perfect play for you to get open. But guess what? If you don't hit the three, it don't matter. He can draw up the perfect play for you to get that touchdown. But guess what? If you don't break that line, you're going to get tackled and probably killed on that field.
So you mean to tell me with the talent, like now I got to shift over, now I got to side. Now this is what I do. I let the viewers know I'm redirecting. Unlike you. You went straight to LeBron.
We'll get to it.
No, don't rush me. You went on a whole rant about LeBron talking about this LeBron's fault.
I brought out facts. Let's get it.
But no. We're still going on with the producer and the coaching. So let's go translate it to football. So with my Bears, when we had Justin Fields, which is a great talent, we had a great team. The coach's system, which they had multiple coaches, and it was still Justin Fields' fault, so they traded him.
What?
Exactly.
What are you talking about? Did you just say you be smoking too much, bro? Stop that.
See, you know that sound crazy. No. How is it Justin Fields' fault when he has to do what the coaches say? How is it LeBron's fault when he has to do what the coaches say?
You really can't compare football to basketball because there's more players on the football field than there is on the basketball field. And then you're talking about one aspect of the game, while in basketball, you can control more factors of the game. So you tried, but you failed again. Try again.
So with that being said, if you can control more factors of the game, how come this system still didn't work?
What do you mean?
When they played the same team twice.
Because the same player didn't do anything.
Right.
The same player didn't do anything.
Or the coach didn't do anything.
The coach can't go out there and make you play defense. The coach can't make you block Jamal Murray's shot. The coach can't make you play defense. The coach can't make you rebound. The coach can't make you move your feet. The coach can't make you stop falling on the ground. The coach can't make you get old.
Can we pull up the clip
No, we can't pull up the clip. It's over. It's over. It's over.
Can we pull up the quote?
We don't have time.
Of Darvin Ham saying, "I don't know what I'm doing."
No.
I don't know.
I wouldn't know what I'm doing with an old guy at 40 years old either.
Right. Blame the
old
guy.
At the end of the day,
you gonna blame the old guy. You pathetic.
At the end of the day, this John.
Right.
Blame the old guy.
He gonna blame the old guy.
Really?
You gonna blame Kobe?
Kobe? Stop. We got to stop the conversation. Listen, I don't agree with this. I don't justify it. I think it's wrong. But I'm I think we making good time, and I want to keep it like that. So, I'm gonna move on from this. But at the end of the day,
yeah, you know what it is. Yeah.
Ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I see that's your favorite quote. You a fan.
But real quick, briefly before we close it out.
Fan.
Real quick before we close it out. I ain't no fan.
Right. You a stan.
Yeah. I ain't no stan.
Yeah.
I'm a realist.
Right.
I'm a truth teller.
How you go from Ham to Darvin Ham to LeBron just like that?
Because they both was working together for the past 4-5 years.
Right.
Well, 2 to 3 years. My fault.
I guess. He got a job, so I guess.
Yeah. Taking people's job in a recession in a market like this, gonna get a black man fired.
Man,
I can't respect that. But nevertheless, last thing. Chicago Bears, obviously, I know it's kind of late, it's kind of old, but we on the catch up people. Caleb Williams, Rome, I forgot the other guy. I can't say his name. But we got a bunch of other places. Yeah, Rome, I can't say his name. DJ Moore. We got a bunch of guys on the team that are surrounded with obviously the number 1 pick, Caleb Williams. Do you think the Bears will actually be better than last year? That's the only question I got. Do you think we'll be? I didn't say we win a championship. I didn't say we won't make it to playoffs. Do you think we'll be better than last year? Yes or no?
We're gonna beat the playoffs. We're gonna go to the Super Bowl. We them boys. Yes.
Okay. Well, I think the Bears will be better than last year. They have no choice. You got the number 1 pick in the draft, and you got the right weapons, which I kind of feel bad for Justin Fields as he brought up because Justin didn't have none of this help. Justin wasn't getting none of this support, and I thought Justin actually had a little bit of potential if they would have, crafted him the right way, but they didn't. They did him
He
bogus.
can run and throw. Y'all tweaking.
Yeah, they talking about making him a punt returner now up in Steelers
Oh.
possibly, which is bogus. End of the day, Bears do better because you can't do worse than what you've been doing. What do you think, man? Do you think the Bears will be better than last year? I don't know if you paying attention to that, but
Yeah, I would hope so. As terrible as our last season was, yeah, they got to do something because it's getting ridiculous at this point.
I agree. Well, end of the day, this has been a decent episode. I'm glad y'all tuned in. I'm glad y'all staying locked in with us. But the hell is in my ear? I'm gonna close this out. My name is Jeremiah.
Hello, John.
This has been another great episode of the Heated Podcast. See y'all next time.